You gotta want it.
Hello, my friends. This is Hillsborough 2D2P, and welcome back to my Stoneblock 2 series. After finishing that last episode, I played and I came to realize I had a lot more intro type stuff I had to take care of for this game. So this is gonna have a lot of little things I'm gonna have to do come the block spot section of this. I also have come to the realization I'm going to kind of break this into three pieces. There'll be the tour, there'll be the block spotlight, and then there will be the demonstration. The demonstration basically is any items that require like a lot of assembly. For instance, say the Tinker Construct Smeltery. So that will be the very last segment of my videos. So to get started, we should probably look at the quest book and see what I got done. Yeah, see here I made wood, got a crook, crucible, clay, making a crucible, stone barrel, and getting the smeltery going, as well as a cobblestone generator and a sieve. I haven't visited the mining dimension. I'm probably saving that the next one. But these are the things I don't think I did anything in storage. Nope, nothing in storage. I was thinking there was something else I'd gotten done, but no, there isn't. Just the basics. And with that, we will go on the tour. Alright. And here we are. I ended up making myself a source block of water. In order to do that, you have to use a crucible. You put basically some sort of plants, saplings, tree leaves, any of those things. You fill it up and then it slowly will make you a bucket of water. Get a couple of those, make yourself an infinite water source. I wasn't too bright and I kept making buckets of water for a while. Then it dawned on me that I should probably just use 2 buckets of water to make an infinite water source, and then I won't have to use this anymore. You can see that's what I'm doing. You got the stone barrel here, which is used for making clay. Use some dust, and then add a bucket of water. You get a block of clay. One of the best rewards I have gotten so far is this draconium chest. I am not going to be block spotlighting this. This is way above where I'm at. I will kind of show it off to you. I mean, lots of space. You're able to partition it. I mean, once you have power, it turns into a furnace that you can use to smelt your items. It has a built-in crafting grid that works with JEI, and if you add Wyvern or higher, you can actually have ore doubling, and it also will speed up the process. Another thing we got is the crucible. This is your way of getting the lava. It's pretty awesome. Moving on, you can actually speed it up with different items that you use to heat it up, and we will go into that later. Of course, my cobble generator, very early, have it feeding cobble into the crucible. Here, got my sieves, early ore generation. There is a device down there, I believe it's called the auto sieve, that is causing this to shake. What it does is it uses these water wheels to shake it, and then you just stick gravel, dirt, sand, dust, any of those in there, and it will sieve through them and give you resources. Last but not least, we got the smeltery. It doesn't have to be made this big, but I tend to like to make it bigger so that way I can do a whole lot at once. And again, we will go through this all later. And with that being said, I believe it is now time to move into the block spotlight segment. I'll just see you in a few. Welcome to the workshop. Here is where I will do all the block spotlights. These blocks represent a crafting menu, followed by, at the bottom, the actual item. And you'll have to forgive me, when I created this room, I wasn't expecting this many recipes the first time through. So down there, it starts to get a little congested. But with that said, let us get started. The first item is the sieve. As you can see up here, it requires 4 wood blocks plus 1 wood slab. 2 sticks gives you the sieve. Sieve is designed, like I said, to give you early game ore generation. You use sand, gravel, dust, or even dirt, and you get different items out of it. However, by itself, it is completely worthless. You need a mesh. The very first mesh you get is the string mesh. It just uses a full grid of string. I will go into how you get the string later, since you probably aren't going to be killing spiders to get it, and you need this pretty early. However, I didn't stay with this very long. I moved up to the flint stiffened mesh. That requires a string mesh with 6 flint off to each side. It gives you a better chance of getting different ores. Technically, you're not getting ores, you're getting like nuggets, I think. No, it's not. They're not called nuggets. Honestly, I just can't remember. You're getting some form of like iron or copper, and you put 4 of those together to get 1 chunk. I think they're called small chunks. And yeah, that's how you get out of it. You basically, well, I'll show you here in the demonstration portion of it. And here is the sieve. And how you do it. Perfect. Here's a brief demonstration. Take out the stiffened mesh. All of these can be used on it. We're not going to cover all of it. I mean, the sponge, pressed flesh block, soul sand you'll probably end up using, crushed netherrack you probably end up using, crushed stone you probably. These are going to be, those ones at least aren't going to be used early. And I'm guess is you're probably not going to use these. I mean, anything's possible. But here we got, I will pull these out. Pull out just some of the early ones. I'll put that up. Yeah. Dust. You take the mesh. Right click in. And you got it. Put the block in your hand that you wanna sieve. You put it in and go. And it gives you an item. There are pieces. That's what you get, is pieces. Right? And apparently I'm gonna have to do that. There. So then sand, or not sand, dirt is a little different. You get seeds out of it. We haven't gotten to that part yet. But, yep, see? Made a liar out of me. Gave me a bunch of stone pebbles, but it does have the potential to give you seeds. Sand, again, each of these give you sort of a different combination of things. In this case, it just gave me more iron. Oops. See here? Yep, and then it gave me some more iron. Then we have dust. Which is giving me nothing it should be. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, not sure why, but yeah, it didn't give me anything. But with that said, you know how that works and we can move on. This is an important tool. It is the stone hammer. Uses 2 blocks of cobblestone and either the stone rod or 2 stone rods or 2 sticks. What this does is it allows you to actually move through the progression of going from cobblestone to dust. However, while this is good and it does a single block, this is better, is the compressed stone hammer, which requires 9 stone hammers. You'll have to use this initially, the regular stone hammer initially, but move up to this as quickly as possible. It's faster, because what you do is you take a compressed block, like say put 9 cobblestone blocks together to get a compressed cobblestone, and then you use this on it and you get 9 items in return. In that case of cobblestone, you end up with gravel. So yeah, come to this as quickly as you can. It's faster than doing 9 one block at a time. And of course you can always vein mine it, so you can put like a 9x9 of compressed cobble and then use the vein mine key and have them all break at the same time. That speeds things up significantly. Here we have the crook. This is used for like plant type stuff mostly, and we will do a demonstration. It requires 4 cobblestone in an upside down L shape. And then we got the crucible. I used birch because it kind of stands out for this. But what you do is you have the wood, 6 of them, of one particular type of wood, the same kind of slab, put it in that formation, end up with the crucible. Again, this is used to make water. Now we have the stone barrel. Same idea as a crucible, but you use 6 regular stone, a stone slab, and you get the barrel. Again, the barrel is used to make clay. Add some water, add some dust, and you get a block of clay. Okay, now here we got the unfired crucible and regular crucible. You're probably wondering, okay, what is with all this stuff? Why do you need this? First, I guess we should go into made. This requires porcelain clay, 7 of them, to make the unfired crucible. In order to make porcelain clay, you need, in a crafting table, use a clay and a bone meal. Well, you know how to get the clay, but the bone meal, if memory serves me correct, you have to actually sift dust, and you have the chance of getting bone meal. That is your best way of doing it. So you get some dust, you sift it, get the bone meal, you put the 2 of them on the grid, and they will give you 1 porcelain clay. So you'll need to make 7 of them. You get this, and then you put it into a furnace, and you end up with the crucible. There is still more to this. In order to make lava using the crucible, you have to heat it up. The first thing you'll be using to heat it up is a torch. This is absolutely awful as a heat source, just to let you know. It takes forever. But what you do is you get yourself some myself some cobblestone, put it in, and as you can see, it moves at a rate of 1 time to make lava. When that 1,000 is done, you have 1 bucket of lava. The first thing you should use that bucket of lava for is to make this sucker move faster. Got a bucket of lava, throw it down there. Go ahead and close this off, that it will kill me. And now you can see the rate is 3 times. Not a whole lot faster, but it is definitely faster. And as we progress, we will have new things to put in there, and this will move significantly. All right, with that, we will get this cobblestone out of. Clean up a second. All right, moving on. Now, this is part of a bigger machine, but it is necessary and it's the first step in it. This is the stone axle. It requires 6 stone rods and 6 stone gears. I'm not going to show you how to make the stone gears. JEI can do that just fine for you. And this is used for the auto sieve, and I will show you what this particular piece is used for later on in the video. And here, oh sorry, the auto sifter. And here is the auto sifter itself. I got one of these as a reward, as a quest reward, and I was so excited because this actually speeds things up quite. Anyways, this requires pistons, a stone axle, 2 hoppers, and 4 stone gear. This actually helps you sieve dirt and the like much quicker. But in order to power it, you need this water wheel. And the more of these you have, the faster it goes. And it requires wood plank, 3 a wood slat. Oh, I guess it is a wood plank. 4 wood planks, 4 sticks, and a stone axle. Again, this is just a part of the creation, which we will go through later. Now, getting into the Tinker's Construct. The first step you have to do before you even get going with Tinker's Construct is you need to make grout. There are a couple ways, but I am only using the one which you get the most out of. This method gives you 8 grout. And that requires 4 gravel, sand, and 1 block of clay. And you get 8 grout. This grout, once fired in the furnace, will give you a seared brick. Yes, a seared brick. Using those seared bricks, you can start making the parts of the smeltery. This is the faucet. It allows you to remove liquid metals and other items from your smeltery. Pretty simple. Requires 3 seared brick. This is the casting table, which it's poured into when you have a mold for it to be put into. That requires 7 seared brick in this formation. The seared tank holds the lava that heats up the smeltery. Requires 8 seared brick with a glass in the middle. The smeltery drain is how you get the metals out and into the faucet. Requires 6 on either side, 6 seared brick on either side of the crafting table. And then you got the smeltery controller, basically the whole brains of the smeltery, required to actually finish the multi-block. Requires 8 seared brick all around the edge. Last but not least, the cobblestone generator. This will make your life significantly easier, so that way you don't have to constantly be mining for cobble. I mean, because who wants to mine for cobble? We're gonna be speeding this up as time goes on, getting different levels of it. But either way, this is much better than doing everything by hand. It requires 6 cobblestone, a bucket of water, a bucket of lava, and a block of glass, which is why you needed to do most of that back there, so you can actually get to this point. And with all that said, let us move on to the demonstration portion. For demonstrations, I'm going to be using compact block machines. This gives me a little extra space to work in, and it keeps me from using up all my spotlight area. So for each one of these, I'll have a different compact machine. And yes, this is in the mod pack. Went inside. And if I get to the point later where I'm using them, we'll do a block spotlight. Alright, starting off, we have stone hammer. A little more. As you can see in my my toolbar, you see gravel, you say cobblestone, gravel, dirt, sand, and dust. This is the order in which they are made using the stone hammer. To show, put down cobblestone. And I screwed it all up because I forgot to get out of creative mode. Try that again. Here we are. Now let's try it. Put down cobblestone. Beat on it. I get gravel. Down gravel. Beat on it. Get dirt. Down dirt. Beat on it. Sand. Put down sand. Beat on it. And you get dust. That is the progress of doing it. With the compact hammer, you basically just make compact blocks, or a compressed hammer. You make compressed blocks and you hit the compressed blocks. Each block produces 9 of the next level up. And here we have the auto sifter. All the pieces required. Stuff up, I'll bring it down in a bit. And I can just use a small storage crate. This actually ends up being a pretty big block. Place that there. Then, if you need to expand it out, oops. Guess I do need to actually get back into creative mode. And stone axle. There it is. Alright. I did it. I was being silly. There you are. You got to actually do it like that. I'm going to do one more here. So, then we will add a wheel. In order to keep control of the water, put this here. At least we'll try to keep control. Drop a bucket of. Think. So yeah. In bucket of water. Oops, still didn't do. If you look down there, you can see it's actually moving, which causes this to move. I mean, this is really slow. But the more of these wheels you add, the faster it moves. So we'll put the sieve down here. See how it starts to shake? Put it in the mesh. And go ahead and, well, no, we're going to hold off on that one. A few of those. Go ahead and put the sand in. And it will slowly but surely sieve through this. The nice thing about this is you can add more. This has to be the center block though. You can say this on. This here. This one here. Let's come around to it for the back and put down a hopper, followed by a small storage crate. Now, put the stuff in. It will filter into these as soon as I put some meshes in them. See? It automatically feeds them, and it will slowly do this. Note, it will not pick up the pieces that it produces. You have to manually pick them up, or later on design something that will do it. See how it just popped probably an iron piece, a copper piece out. You have to manually pick them up for right now. Later you can set up some sort of automated system, but I obviously don't have that, so I am stuck manually picking them. Still, if you speed it up by adding more rings, significantly faster than the original way of, beating on it until it's done. Okay, next step, the smeltery. As you saw, my smeltery was pretty big, but it doesn't have to be that. You don't have to make it that large. This is all the requirements right here to actually get your smeltery started. This stuff is obviously to get it out. So to begin with, you need 1 brick. In my case, sit this down here so I can get the smeltery controller up. Actually, let's just go all the way. A little simpler. Put the seared tank there. In the back, put another seared brick, followed by smeltery drain. There, you have a functioning smeltery. That is all you need. But it also only allows you to do 1 item at a time. So not a whole lot of processing going on there. That is why I made mine bigger. I'm able to do 9 items at a time, which is a minute at a time. But yeah, that is actually all you need to get started. Then you put the drain and a casting table under it. Put some sort of cast in it, and whatever the cast is, the molten liquid inside will fill it, and you'll have that part. And finally, the crux. I'm going to put all our crook. Sorry, mispronunciation. And I want to do want to stuff up, so I'm going to put some of the stuff in. And I will also need to get a tree of some sort. Oh, sapling. My bad. And we'll just take a regular oak sapling. Make life easy. Actually, no. Go ahead and get rid of it. A crook. I'm gonna have to put myself back in survival mode a second. Survival mode. You use the crook on dirt in order to get sapling. Basically hit them. There you are. Pop out saplings. The saplings are pretty random. Don't know what you're going to get. Luckily for me, I got me some oak. since they're small and they don't take up a whole lot of space, I wanted to use it, even though that's not what I've used in the game. Then you just put that down. Work, which is you want to crouch up and down quickly, and this will eventually grow. There you are. We're not done with the crook yet, though. Remember, you needed string to make the original string mesh. But in order to get string, you have to break leaf blocks with the crook. Fastest way to do it, of course. Do it that way. What you're looking for are these silkworms here. Once you get the silkworms, you want to get rid of what tree you have. Grow another one. Do the twerk. You can move a little faster than that. Out there it goes. Apply silkworms to the leaves. You can see they change colors and they have a progression. But not only that, they spread other leaves. What I tend to do is I like to wait for the entire tree to finish before I clear it out with the crook. But that might take a little bit of time for this video, so we won't do that. We'll just wait until it looks like we got a good portion of them finishing up. There we are, and then we'll harvest them. See? And you get string out of it. That is how you get the string in order to make these meshes, or at least the string mesh. And then, of course, you need the string mesh to. But with that, that is the end of episode 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. If you know that I've missed something, let me know, and I will try to fix it in the next video. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.